How are you?
I'm fine, ma'am.
My name is Anjuu. I'm from Mumbai.
My name is Prajwal, ma'am. I'm from Karnataka.
And what do you do, Prajwal?
I'm a MSc student, ma'am. PG.
Okay. And since childhood, you were in English medium?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's nice. So, what are the challenges now you're facing with English language?
Um, have come to this platform basically to improve my communication skills with respect to the fluency, ma'am.
Okay. So, when you say fluency, what are the challenges you're facing when you talk?
Sometimes I get stuck up with the vocabulary. Due to vocabulary, I fall short with the words. I don't recollect the proper word at that point of time.
Hmm.
So in order to and also to get exposures, ma'am. Like I'm getting opportunity to speak people from various parts of this country and
Hmm.
getting new opportunities. It's a great opportunity for me to uh, with people like you and to
Hmm.
enrich my vocabulary, and it's a wonderful experience for me, ma'am.
Oh, okay. All right. So, when you say you get stuck with the words, so are these the normal regular words or you are in search of any new vocab?
Like I will be trying to use new words at that point of time. I'll normal words, it's fine, ma'am. But if I want to use a specific word at that point of time, then I may not be able to recollect it at that point of time. So I'm working on that, ma'am.
Yes, so
Trying
for
to bring
that
in new words.
you have to keep re-revising the words, Prajwal.
Yes, ma'am.
After every 2 days, you will have to revise the word, and you have to again understand the word and frame sentences with the word, at least two sentences, and then try to incorporate those sentences and words in your conversation.
Yes, ma'am.
So
Thank you, ma'am.
when you realize that the word is now stuck in your mind and you can speak it very conveniently when you're talking, then you have to switch to another two new words.
Two words.
So this way, slowly you can add more words in your dictionary.
Yeah, ma'am.
So
Absolutely.
tell me, did you go through the session notes, my dear?
Yes, ma'am. It was about risk
Hmm. So tell
risk
me, are
taking
you a
and
risk taker?
yeah, ma'am. Absolutely.
What sort of risks have you taken?
The biggest risk that I have taken is taking science stream, ma'am, which I was in completely opposite pole till 10th standard. Till 10th standard, whoever used to ask me what you want to do next, I will
Hmm.
tell him I will take arts or commerce, but never ever I will take science. But
Okay.
after my 10th standard, what my father and mother asked me to do is they advised me that you got a great opportunity in science field, so you got lot of career opportunities. So just
Hmm.
give a shot, just go for PUC for science, and let's see what happens ahead. So
Okay.
with half-heartedness, I went into science in PUC. Initially, I was unable to understand anything, ma'am. Later, I kept constant working on my subject and I started getting interest in it. And by the end of second PUC, I was able to get some grip on chemistry subject. And later, I pursued my BSc through it. And after
Wow.
BSc, now I have come to MSc chemistry. So it has been a small turn that the small risk that I took in 10th standard, now it is reaping a lot for me at this point of time. Now
Okay,
I'm
that's
getting a lot of
nice.
interest in that subject. So I can say that is the biggest risk that I've taken, and luckily that has turned to a positive side for me.
Okay. But then why were you not okay with it initially?
Ma'am, the reason was I was more interested in history kind of things like Raja Maharaja ka story. I was okay with that, but I used to never understand these science topics like acids, bases, and whatever periodic table, whatever chemicals name they used to be. I used to never understand them. I used to mug up them, but I used to never remember. I used to not understand what they are telling in class itself till
Mm.
seventh, eighth, odd standards. So I felt like science is very difficult. I need to remember lots of names in biology. Also, there are plant names, animal names, that this. There are a hell lot kind of things to remember and to practice. And also,
Mm.
so mathematics, I was interested in mathematics, social science, these kind of things. I was more interested because in mathematics you need to use your brain and you need to solve. If they need some innovation. I was good at that. And also in social studies, I used to remember the things in a story kind of thing. Like if they used to give a long paragraph, I used to remember in bullet points how I used to connect the things and I used to remember. But when it came to science, then it was not my cup of tea, ma'am, at that point of time. So
Mm.
I felt it
But now
little
you're okay.
difficult. Now I'm okay, ma'am. Absolutely okay.
Okay, very good. What were some of the disadvantages of taking that risk?
That risk, ma'am.
Mm. The risk that you took. What were some of the disadvantages of that risk?
Uh, at this point of time, I'm not getting any disadvantage for that, but I can say that all have come as an advantage. Later, what I did was during my BSc period, ma'am, when there was during the pandemic period, when all were sitting at home and doing their TikTok videos, what I did was I used to watch YouTube videos pertaining to chemistry concepts and all. So what I thought that now I also need to make some videos or kind of things. So what I did, I just brought a small black colored chart and I kept my mobile and I read some topics of my BScs and I started explaining in front of camera. So initially, that's how I started my YouTube channel by the name Prajwal Patta. Later, the channel developed, and now around I have put 20 to 23 videos, ma'am, related to basic and MSc, BSc level chemistry concepts. So that somewhere has helped me, and now I've started getting interest. So I don't think there is a disadvantage for taking that risk, but always I find an advantage.
Hmm. So that was one of the advantage. Any funny comments on your videos?
No, not anything as such, ma'am. The comments that I have found always that they have been motivating. They have come from my family, my friends who have seen me growing. So they are very happy with my growth and they say, yeah, you are doing something different. Like people are investing their time in entertainments. I won't say spending time in entertainment is bad, but there should be some time limit for that. The entire whole time of ours should not go in that. So
Hmm.
we should invest our time in some productive work also.
Hmm.
So they always encourage me that you are doing something different, out of box kind of thing. So in BSc second year, I started, ma'am, and now I'm pretty happy with that, and it has given me recognition. One thing I would like to
Recognition.
share with you, ma'am. It has
Recognition.
given me recognition. Um, Seeing my YouTube videos, ma'am, there is an organization called ABVP, Akhil
Hmm.
Bharatiya Vidyarthi Parishad. So one leader of that had saw my YouTube videos
Had
and
seen.
later had seen my YouTube videos, ma'am. And later he came to my college, my previous BSc college. I was in my BSc sixth sem. So he came to me and he contacted me and he asked me to give lecture for PUC CET students seeing my YouTube videos. So he said me, you give good lectures, so can you come and give some guidance? Or it was like a crash course for PC students, ma'am. He had asked
Hmm.
me to give lectures, so I went to another college, and when I was in BSc section, I got an opportunity to go and deliver my lectures. So I
Hmm.
think because of taking science, I did YouTube. Because of YouTube, I got some recognition. So
Recognition.
I recognition. So I feel
Recognition.
happy of recognition. So I got some recognition, and I feel happy that somewhere it has got me some value, some productivity in that.
Hmm. Hmm. How did you get an idea to start a YouTube channel with this topic, with this subject?
Uh,
Somebody inspired you, or they told
yeah,
you,
ma'am.
or they asked you.
In Yes, ma'am. In chemistry, there was one channel called Chemistry. There was one channel, ma'am. So in that, there is a sir called as Yogi sir, and he used to teach chemistry from the grassroots level. So he used to teach in Hindi and around say very coolly chant from the basics he used to teach. And I started getting interest in that. Wow, this man is teaching the subject such a wonderful way. And I also should need to teach students in this way. So that teaching thought came from seeing
Pattern,
his videos pattern.
teaching pattern.
I w- Teaching pattern came from his videos, and I watched his videos for 4 to 5 months. I got an idea how to stand in front of how to face the camera because teaching the students live is I mean in person is different and teaching in front of a camera is a completely a different story, ma'am.
Absolutely.
So I got that experience. I just watched his videos later. Uh, in my first video, it was not that clear, ma'am. It was on a small chart. With each increasing video, I started making improvement with my
With
video
each new
quality.
video,
With each
with
new
each
video,
new video.
I started making improvement with the quality of the video that I shooted. I shooted all my videos on my
I
mobile
shot,
itself.
not
I
shooted,
shot,
shot.
I shot all my videos.
It's not
Thank
shooted,
you
it's
for saying.
past tense
Thank you.
shot.
I shot. I
Hmm.
shot. Ma'am, shooted is not past tense, ma'am. Shooted,
Shoot,
shot,
shot.
shot. Okay.
Hmm.
I shot all my
It's an
YouTube videos.
irregular verb. Wait,
Which
understand
month?
this. It is an irregular verb. Shoot is an irregular verb.
Which? Yes, ma'am.
So, for all the regular verbs, when they come from present tense to past tense, you use ed.
Huh.
Disturb, disturbed.
Yes, ma'am.
Expect, expected. Accept,
Expected.
accepted. Okay,
Played.
these are the regular verbs. Yes. Play,
Yes,
played.
ma'am.
Switch, switched.
Yes,
But
ma'am.
if there is an irregular verb, catch, caught,
Catch, caught. Yes, ma'am.
rise, rose,
Rose.
shoot, shot.
Drink, drank.
Yes.
Yes,
Take,
ma'am.
took,
Take,
bring, brought. These are
brought.
all irregular verbs.
Irregular.
Irregular verbs do not add an ed in the end when they come in the past tense. They change their spelling.
Ma'am, why there
Okay?
is the presence of irregular verbs? Like it could have been even like a regular verb itself. What is the need of
No,
having the irregular
no.
verbs, ma'am?
Because in the past participle, when you have irregular verbs, you don't mainly use the modal verbs in many sentences.
Yes, ma'am.
I brought the cake yesterday. Now you will not say I was bring the cake. Does that sound correct?
No, ma'am.
I was brought cake.
No, no.
I brought the cake. So many
I,
sentences, as you see in English grammar, I know English is a funny language. It's okay.
yes, ma'am.
So many sentences, when you see, when you specifically when you are using the irregular verbs, the helping verb will be missing.
Hmm.
Missing in the sense it will not be used. He shot the birds furiously. So can you say he shooted the birds furiously?
Hmm.
No, that is
It is wrong.
wrong, my dear.
No.
Because
Yes, ma'am.
shoot is an irregular verb. Similarly, it is teach and taught. Now,
Teach.
many North Indian learners they say teached.
Teach. He teach me
That
this.
is
He teach me that.
that is wrong because
Wrong.
teach is an irregular verb, and when it comes in the past form, the past participle is taught. So I
Ma'am,
even
is
had
there?
when I was working earlier prior to this organization, I even had an argument with one of my learners. He was from Jammu Kashmir, JNK.
Yes, ma'am.
So he used to always use teached.
Oh,
So I gave him a brief explanation that, my dear, this is not it is. And he was appearing for IPS exams. In
oh,
IPS and IAS exams, English, there you get a content where you have to, showcase your English language skills, language skills. So because of which he had joined my sessions. So it took me a lot of time, but then he was very aggressive in nature, and he was like, no, it should be this way. But it is not that way. If it is an
Yeah,
irregular
ma'am.
verb, you have to follow the rules, my dear. The Britishers will faint listening to all this because they are the ones who gifted us English language. So this is something that I have not made. I told him that, see, this is not made by me. This is the rule. So he says, I got it on Google. Now on Google, there are 9 languages. Google is in 9 languages, and all the people from all over the world are on Google.
Yes, ma'am.
And many people who don't even know English language are trying to teach something on Google, on various other platforms. So maybe he got that word from some
Other
XYZ
platform.
website. Yes. And that was stuck in his mind. So
Ma'am.
then I had to explain him that this is the case and this is the rule of English language. It is not man-made. It was gifted to us by the Britishers, and that is how it is.
It
And
was
then he appeared
deeply
for his
embedded in
exam.
his brain.
Yes. And when he gave his exams, after 1 month, he got the result. He had written teach it and he got wrong. And he told me that he was disqualified because of that reason. So, in spite of me explaining him in detail that why it is so and so, still he tried to check. He was doubting my, okay, whatever.
Ability.
Yeah,
But
whatever. That's okay. Learners do that. Still, he got wrong. And then he was not selected. And after 2 months, he sent me a message. Ma'am, you were right. It is taught. Now, what is the point? That IPS
train is already
section
passed,
is
ma'am.
gone. Yeah, it's gone. So, yes, so on how you will check the regular verbs and irregular verbs on YouTube. Yes, on YouTube also, and on Google also, you can type past participle regular verbs, irregular verbs, and you will get a list of all the verbs.
Yes, ma'am.
That is the only place where you are making errors. Otherwise, everything else is fine, Prajwal. You
Yes,
can
ma'am.
speak well, you can articulate your thoughts well, which is very good. You can just go through the regular verbs, irregular verbs on YouTube, maybe, or on Google, and then you can check. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And all the best
Thank
for
you,
all
ma'am.
your future endeavors.
Yes, ma'am.
Keep
Thank you, ma'am.
practicing and keep teaching and keep making videos. Take care.
Yes, ma'am. Thank
Yeah.
you, ma'am.
You're
Bye.
welcome. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye, ma'am.